Hey, we're talking about Christmas Sci-Fi Mashup up next on Geek Out SA.
Do not attempt to adjust your YouTube video. We control the stream.
And welcome back to Geek Out SA. It's Friday and we're having fun. And this is
I'm actually having a lot of fun. I'm super excited because I'm on break. I'm on break. Okay, I'm sorry. Just gonna tone it down a little.
she had a lot of candy today. If you've seen previous episodes with her on candy,
So I had this chocolate cookie that had chocolate chips inside of it and had chocolate icing on the top, and then it had marshmallows because it was a hot cocoa chocolate cookie. So it was chocolate with chocolate with chocolate and marshmallows. It was so good. It was from shoot, I forgot. Crumblers. I don't know. It was some fancy cookie place that I never had cookies from before,
very nice.
but now I did.
So today we're talking about movies that we would mash up with sci-fi characters.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about this because I'm a tabletop gamer and a tabletop role-playing gamer specifically. So this for me is like telling a good story, like a tabletop role-playing game,
Yeah.
by like mixing together like geeky stuff and Christmas movies that I totes love. So I'm excited. I have some movies all set up in my mind that I'm going to describe to you, and Vince has some. So who's going to go first?
Go
Okay,
for it.
so my first one is Frosty the Snowman, and I'm talking like 1960s Frosty the Snowman, where the magician like tosses his hat and Frosty comes to life, and then the little girl has to get him to the North Pole, and like she rides on the train, and she says her mom will be okay with it. Hello, no, your mom is not okay with it. And they have to bring Frosty back to life and everything, right? So my idea is it's Iceman, right? Because I love Iceman. He's like one of my favorite.
Iceman is Frosty.
Yeah. Well, so Iceman's genetic code that makes him a mutant, that makes him Iceman, goes haywire. Something happens to him. And so he starts like ballooning out and freezing. Like his genetic code is like making him balloon out, so he looks like a snowman. Okay, so it's not like a literal translation. It's like a mashup, right? So Iceman is a snowman, and he goes to see Professor X to like help him, and so he's at the school. So all the kids that are mutants that are at the school that like Professor X is like training and stuff, they think it's funny. Ah ha 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 ha. Iceman looks like a snowman. He looks like Frosty the Snowman. So then they're gonna put like a hat on him and put a scarf on him and stuff, and they're gonna like dress him up, and then they're gonna sing like little songs about Iceman the Snowman. Wait, I'm not done, Stuart. Wait, don't give me that look. Wait, I have to go back and look though because I made up this good thing and I had to write it down because I knew I was gonna forget it. So Professor X can't help him, but this one kid knows about Santa at the North Pole. But Santa is actually an acronym for Science and Neurotechnology Advancement Center. Santa. Oh, I came up with that all myself. So, this mutant kid has...
That was good.
I'll
give you that one. That was good.
So, the mutant kid has to take Iceman to Santa in the North Pole to try to get like his genetic coding fixed so he can just be Iceman again. And then that's my like Frosty the Snowman thing. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it would be cool. What do you think?
We didn't talk about us creating the entire story.
Oh.
Not the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I was just talking about basic mashups of what I would do.
Just let it go with it. It's fine.
Okay, well you go with your basic.
Yeah,
mashups,
no, that's
'cause
fine. I
have
just
some
didn't
more
prepare
complete-
that. I didn't prepare that.
Okay, well I have some more complete stories, so you give me the mashup and I'll complete your story.
Okay, so my mashup is going to be the Grinch with Star Wars.
Okay, so how the Grinch stole Christmas.
How the Grinch stole Christmas. So the Grinch is going to be Kylo Ren.
Okay, because he throws good fits and stuff, and he's like really grouchy. Okay. Okay.
And then towards the end, he changes. He becomes.
And he becomes like he gets a heart that's
Yeah.
because okay.
So he
So
becomes
is Ray then Cindy
Ben
Lou
Solo.
Who?
So what?
Is Ray Cindy Lou Who makes him like love Christmas?
No.
Because she's
No.
changed
No.
his
No.
heart?
Grogu is Cindy Lou.
Grogu is Cindy Lou Who?
Yeah.
Grogu is Cindy Lou Who. And Grogu changes his heart to make his heart bigger.
Yeah, because he's so cute.
Because he's so cute,
Mhm.
and then Kylo loves him. Okay, so wait, who is Kylo's dog? Because the Grinch has to have a dog.
BB-8.
BB-8.
Yeah.
He's
It's an android.
kidnapped.
It's
BB-8.
an android.
He's kidnapped BB-8 because he wants the plans from BB-8.
Mm-hmm.
But BB-8 won't help him. But he programs him enough that BB-8 will like drag his sleigh down so that he can steal the plans. And then Grogu comes out, and like they feel a force connection,
Mm-hmm.
and he melts his heart, and he like sends him pictures of him killing his dad. So he's like, "You were really bad," and now you
That
have
wasn't
to be
very
better.
nice.
And that wasn't very nice.
And the Whoville people are the Ewoks.
Ewoks. The Ewoks are obviously the Whovians, the Whovilly people.
Because nobody cares if the Grinch gets the crap out of some Ewoks. That'll be fun.
You like the Ewoks. We're sad
I love the Ewoks.
when the one died.
I was sad when that one died. But it would be kind of funny if he's there like in Ewok village and he's like stealing their trees and stuff, like with the Force. He's like, it's like coming out of their houses and stuff, and they're like,
He's breaking their bridges from their tree houses.
well, that's not nice. That's a little excessive.
Yeah.
That was excessive. I think that would be a good mashup.
Yeah, I thought so.
I like that one.
I thought so because I was trying to make it not so obvious and like Kylo Ren and Rey.
Right.
To change it up a little bit to be something new.
Well, and I like that it's like a mashup, especially now that we've added the Ewoks and everything, because it's like a totally nonsensical mashup that would like be so cool. Like none of the stuff would be like.
It's almost,
and that would make sense for Dr. Seuss stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's almost the.
Or Doctor Who, Dr. Seuss.
It's almost the exact plot for A Caravan of Courage, but that's fine.
What's Caravan of Courage?
I didn't see that.
Oh.
What's that?
It's an Ewok movie.
Was it animated or?
No, it was live action. You guys didn't. It was a TV special over here.
What was it called?
Caravan of Courage?
Caravan of Courage.
Is that what was it called in Australia?
No, it's called an Ewok adventure over here.
I don't remember seeing that.
I remember watching, what was it, Return to Endor?
That's the second one. Well, the first one. I can't remember.
I remember the Christmas special vaguely. I was very little when that came out.
Yeah, I remember because this was released in the theaters in Australia, so I went and saw it in the theaters.
Oh,
because,
really?
You know, I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Surrounded by, well, the equivalent of corn.
Yeah.
So
you're like, I'll watch anything they have.
Oh, a Star Wars movie! Oh, Ewok Adventure.
Okay, so I have my next mashup. All right.
What's Stuart's mashup?
I don't have a mashup.
He didn't have a mashup. He didn't get to prepare.
Yeah, I would just say, we'll just reshoot Jack Frost.
The one with Michael Keaton?
No. The horror one.
Oh.
I haven't seen that one either.
It will blow your mind.
Maybe we'll have to watch.
So
that.
who would be in that?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
So I torture my family every year, and I make them watch A Christmas Story. Okay, I love A Christmas Story, but I think we've seen it
You didn't do
times.
that last year.
I didn't because your mom was like, the year before she had kind of said something about it, like always being on, and I didn't know if she was like kidding or if she was like
No,
really
she
tired.
likes the movie.
I didn't know if she was really tired of it or whatever.
We could stop that. You could watch the second one.
No, thank you.
No, that one's horrible.
No, thank you.
That was not good.
I actually really liked the first one. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, how could I turn this movie that I love into something that I love even more?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing that I have to add to something if I want to love it even more are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So,
Okay.
but the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are like elementary school, okay? So they're little, so they're just learning from Splinter, like some of their ninja moves and stuff, they're little, right? So just like Ralphie and all them, they're elementary. So, obviously, Ralphie is Raphael, right?
Mm-hmm.
And instead of wanting a Red Ryder BB gun, he wants his scythes, right? He wants his ninja weapons.
Yeah.
So, and then of course Splinter's gonna be like, no, you're gonna poke your eye out, right? Because the scythe has the pokey end and stuff. And so I was like, okay, he'll poke his eye out. That'll be funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, of all the Ninja Turtles, who would say fudge? It would be Raph, right? So of course Raph says it, and he's gonna get the soap in his mouth and everything. Like, so I could totally redo this. I mean, they're
And
in
he
the
has
sewer.
the red Lifebuoy soap in his mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's red because Raphael's
The red one.
the
Yeah.
red one.
Yeah. So then, of course, Master Splinter decides that they're old enough that they're going to get their weapons for Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I feel like probably
So
Michelangelo would have
the
to
dad?
have the... Splinter's the dad.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's no mom, obviously. But Michelangelo would have to have the bunny thing that, like...
Well, the mom can be April
No.
O'Neil.
April is like their girlfriend, kind of. She's like their age. She's somebody at school that they know. So maybe Shredder sends them the bunny outfits. To like poke fun at them or whatever. Like, you know, right?
Okay.
Okay. And then so Raph gets his scythe and he's playing with it after Christmas and he pokes himself, you know, because, you know, Ralphie breaks his glasses or whatever. And so he pokes himself and bruises his face or whatever. And so then all the brothers have to come together and like make up some story for Master Splinter of like something that happened so that they don't get their ninja weapons taken away from them or whatever. And then they end up and they have pizza, obviously. But it'll be their first pizza. Because I want it to be their first pizza like they had some kind of like other like
no, they don't get to have
something.
They don't get to have the pizza because the dogs come in and eat the pizza.
No. They had
so
something
they have to go
like good that they thought was like good, like ninja or whatever, set up, and then some sewer rats or something come and eat that. And so Splinter's like, well, we have to get something. It's Christmas, and the only thing they can find is a pizza place that's open. So then they get the pizza, they order the pizza, and it comes. And that's when they find their love for pizza, is on this first Christmas together when they get their ninja weapons and stuff. So, you like that one?
That's pretty cool.
That was pretty good?
That was pretty good.
That one
I
okay,
like that.
Stuart?
Yeah, I'll give it up.
Okay. That was pretty good. I could do this all night,
No,
so.
you could. That's good.
Did you think of any other ones besides
No.
the Grinch one?
No.
I'm like, it's a 45-minute show, so you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep going, and then y'all can add to it. Okay. So the next one I was thinking was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right?
Yeah,
and
okay.
I was like, okay. Rudolph
That
the
I
Red-Nosed...
was thinking about that, but I
So I was like, well, what
I was
music?
thinking about putting, what was the name of that thing? Boomer from Buck Rogers?
So I
as
thought
Rudolph.
we could go less literal. So when you think of somebody with a red nose, like a person who has a red nose, what do you usually think? Somebody who's a what?
Clown.
A clown or a drunk. Like I've always been told that somebody who's a drunk, they have like a red nose because the blood vessels and everything, because their blood vessels burst or whatever.
Okay.
So
okay.
A comic character that I think of who's a drunk is Tony Stark. And he has the red Iron Man suit, right?
Yeah.
So here's this drunk Tony Stark. He's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, in a way. It's a play on this, right? So Santa's real, okay, in this universe, right? It's a comic universe. Santa's real. So it's going to kind of mash up with Elf because Santa can't get his sleigh. There's not enough magic. There's not enough wonder in the world, so he can't get the sleigh off the ground. The reindeer don't have enough magic, right? So he needs a boost. to get the sleigh off the ground.
Okay.
So Santa knows that Tony Stark can make all this tech and stuff. So Tony is his red-nosed. So he's gonna go to him and Tony, with your nose so red, won't you help me fix my sled?
He speaks in rhymes.
Yeah, and he's gonna ask him to put the drink to the side and help him fix the sleigh so that he can go off and deliver gifts to the children.
And if we had an adorable sidekick, it could be Iron Man 3.5. So Iron Man 3 is technically a Christmas movie.
Iron Man 3 is technically a Christmas movie? How is Iron Man 3 technically a Christmas movie?
It is.
It just is? What do you think of that mashup?
I think you've been hitting the eggnog a little bit too hard.
No, so you don't like that mashup?
More eggnog for Colleen.
More chocolate cookies for Colleen. No? Not thrilled with that one?
I don't know. I have to think about it. I just thought of one.
Okay.
So, and a lot of people give me flack for this, but Die Hard. But instead of John McClane, it's Wolverine climbing his way through the ventilation shafts.
No.
Yeah. Because he's Die Hard, it's hard to kill him.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that.
Come on. I would watch that. I actually would watch
You actually would watch that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think what other Christmas movies there are. So, Die Hard. So, then we could get into the whole... Is it really a Christmas movie? Is it not a Christmas movie? Because I've seen that whole... Right? So, if we're going to do a mashup... Are we doing mashups of movies that are actual Christmas movies? Or are they not Christmas movies? Because Die Hard...
It's a Christmas movie.
I think they technically came out just in the last week or so and said it is a Christmas movie.
Because it happens at Christmas time?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think technically to be classed as a Christmas movie, are they interacting in an environment where there is Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And does that environment play part of the story?
Yes.
Yes, and so yes, I would say yes.
So
to
if
both of those.
yes to both of those, then I think technically it's a Christmas movie.
Alright, well I guess so. I guess for Die Hard it's one.
Just like
So what are some of your mashups that you would put in for that?
I was trying to think if we did I would love to see somebody do an original one. So I know that they're doing the Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday.
Or what if we do a mashup the other way around? What if it's like doing Justice League, but say Superman is Santa Claus?
So Santa falls ill or something and Superman has to take over for him.
I think they've done that actually in animated form.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've seen something like that.
On something like that.
I feel like that's a thing that actually already happened. We should look that up and see if we can find something like that. So, I'm surprised that more of these things don't do Christmas specials. Where is the DC Christmas special? Where is the Marvel Christmas special? Especially since Marvel and everything has become so popular.
Well, the next Marvel Christmas special is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
But that's not until, next year or the year after?
Yeah. But I'm just surprised that there aren't more. Ooh, sorry. That came on real quick. I couldn't get rid of it. I tried to. So I'm trying to think of other Christmas movies that we watch.
You did it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know about other Christmas movies that we watch, but this reminded me. So I tried to take I have the Grinch on DVD, the one from like the 70s, right?
Mm.
That's my favorite one. I've not seen the newest animated one, but he looks a little cutesy, and Jim Carrey freaks me out as the Grinch. Just freaks me out to no end. So it's really hard for me to watch. But it wouldn't work in my computer. But luckily, I had bought for myself at Walmart The Littles. Does anybody remember that cartoon from the 80s? The Littles, and they had the little tails and everything.
Tails and
So it said that it was the Littles Christmas special, but it wasn't really. It was really just 3 episodes of the Littles cartoon.
that was happening during Christmas.
No! One of them was like for the grandpa's birthday, and they were trying to find him a grandma because he was lonely, and I don't know, it didn't have anything to do with Christmas. I was like, I don't get why this is called the Christmas special, but I was trying to make my 8th graders watch it because my other video wouldn't work. Let me just say that 80s cartoons do not play well with kids of today. They don't get them. They're like, I don't get this. It's like, it's cute, and they made things out of stuff that they found, and they're little, and they're like, no, I don't get it. Or I tried to show them Reboot.
They should like Reboot.
That's what I thought. They laughed and laughed and laughed and thought that the animation was the funniest thing they had ever seen. And they love the dog from Reboot, and so now every time they have to make an assignment or whatever, that dog shows up in that assignment. He's like got a speech bubble, and he's doing something for me in every assignment they do nowadays. I'm like, y'all are weird. Oh, okay, so back to Christmas movies. I'm sorry, I fall apart. I'm very tired, and my brain is starting to fall apart. I had all these good ideas earlier, and now I've forgotten all of them. Okay, what's another Christmas movie? We did Frosty.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. Oh, where they have the sad little tree and everything. Okay, well that's got to be the Avengers. I could see the Avengers being the Charlie Brown, right? So, let's see. Lucy. I feel like. Who's Lucy? Well, who's Charlie? Because I wanted to say Captain America.
Yeah, he was
Charlie
Captain
Brown,
America.
right?
No.
No, who's Charlie Brown?
I don't know, because you have to have somebody fairly cynical. Captain America's not cynical.
I don't think Charlie Brown's cynical. Like, he still tries to, like, help everybody and love everybody, and he loves the little red-haired girl.
And he's all, ugh. That's the only thing he says, because he doesn't say bad words.
Clinically depressed, and he needs to be on some sort of drug, but that's fine.
But then
he's Captain America during Civil War.
But then who's me?
So
then Iron Man has to be Lucy because he's mean to Cap the most, and I could see Iron Man like pulling the ball away or whatever so that Cap would fall down when they were trying to play football or whatever. So I could see that. And then who's Linus? So Sally is Charlie Brown's sister.
Linus is a supporting character like Hawkeye.
No, Linus is kind of a big deal. It's like Charlie's
But
bestie
Hawkeye does big things. But he's got a special talent. His special talent is archery.
Okay, I could see that because we could let Black Widow be Sally, and she could kind of have a crush on Hawkeye and kind of be following him around. Even in the movies, she has a crush on Hulk. But yeah, okay, we could do that. I could do that. I could be in for all of that happening, and then we need Schroeder, the piano playing kid. But instead of playing the piano all the time, it would be Banner, and he would just be obsessed with like doing like tinkering with stuff and like right. So he's always doing that. That would be cute. I could totally see that kind of vibe, that kind of like Peanuts vibe. But
they should make the
with like Avengers
Christmas special now.
Yeah, but make it with that like Peanuts vibe, and they're like making popcorn and like stringing them together, the ornament, like, or maybe they're like doing it even nicer, like more techie or whatever. They're trying to make like the city nice or whatever, and that would be fun. I could see that being fun.
They put a big A at the top of the as a star for the tree.
Yeah. I think that would be fun. I would do that. I would watch that. I would totally watch that. That would be a good mashup. I like mashups, so I think that would be fun. What else?
You do a Nightmare Before Christmas and replace Jack Skellington with Freddy Krueger.
Number one, you can never mess with A Nightmare Before Christmas, so don't speak that ever again. Don't let that cross your lips.
Change Jack Skellington with the Joker.
No!
What would that be like?
Be awesome.
If you switched it with the Joker?
And Sally's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
And then Santa's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And Oogie Boogie is, like, the Croc guy.
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc.
Or Bane.
Oh, Bane would be even better.
Yeah.
And then who are the little three, Lock, Shock, and Barrel? Little three minions. Who would be the three little naughty minions of the Joker? I guess they could just be Joker minions. They wouldn't have to be any main characters because they would have to go steal Batman from Gotham City, feed him down the pit to Bane. Then Harley comes to her senses, realizes
it's the
Joker.
Penguin and the Riddler.
Oh yeah, the Penguin and
and
Riddler.
Catwoman.
Okay. Very good. I like that. Darn it, I'm really starting to like this. Why am I liking this so much? I would watch that too.
Mm-hmm.
I would. I wouldn't even be mad at it if they did it well.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't be exactly like the night, but it has that feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Joker wants to take over Gotham at Christmas time. So he sends them out. They capture Batman. They take Batman to Bane. Harley realizes that at the last minute that it's going to ruin everybody's Christmas, and she just loves pudding, and she wants him to have a good Christmas, and it's going to be bad for him, and everybody's trying to, like, you know, shoot him down or whatever. So she goes and lets Batman out away from Bane, and yeah, that would really work. You guys suck. That would be really good. I didn't want that to be good, but that would be really good.
So what would we do with Rudolph?
I did Tony Stark with Rudolph.
Oh, that's right.
Depends on the Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do a Rudolph like the one that I love to watch, where it has. Sorry, I started this and now it caught onto you and now you sent it back to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one where it has the little dentist elf, which is kind of where Buddy the Elf kind of came from, and then the Island of Misfit Toys and all of that stuff, and it has the Abominable Snowman and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie so much. That's my favorite Rudolph movie of all time. So if we were gonna, I didn't think of mashing that one up because I didn't want to touch that one because I just love it. But we just had fun with the Nightmare Before Christmas, so maybe we can think of something for. Now, of course, the obvious thing would be something on Hoth, right? It would be a Star Wars thing because of the Abominable Snowman and stuff.
But we'd have to bring Mando in there.
And Mando's what, the little dentist elf? Because after we've seen him, like, speak to the sand people and have stuff, like, maybe he speaks Abominable Snowman or whatever, and he realizes that it has a tooth problem. And then, who could be Rudolph? And who are the Misfit Toys? We could do a whole like. I could see like a Mandalorian Christmas special, definitely. Something along those lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where he has to go to Hoth and you know that creature's there and who could be Rudolph though? I feel like it would have to be a droid because he doesn't like droids. So it would right? It would have to be some kind of droid.
IG-88.
Yeah. Or a droid that's like what's the one from Rogue One? K205 or whatever.
Yeah, he's sarcastic enough.
Yeah, like something sarcastic, like that
Mm-hmm.
has like a sentience that's like kind of a pain, or like the droid that's in the Han
Yeah.
Solo movie, something like that that has like an attitude,
Mm-hmm.
and then it has like when 3PO has the red leg or whatever, but it has like some kind of red part, like its head or something is red or whatever, so that it's like a mismatch of parts from other droids like itself, but it's got its like CPU or whatever, so that and then so Mando's gotta get it to something because it's gonna help the like the rebels or something. He like and they know somebody who can help him get the key to baby handcuffs so he can let Grogu out or whatever. Like
I think we lost that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to think about that one for a while. I think I could get there.
Yeah.
I just thought about the other ones longer today, and so I had like some really fleshed out stories. But I think I could do it. So I don't know that we can stretch this out to 45 minutes today, because that was really, I didn't have a whole lot.
But I've been, since it's kind of Christmas time, I've been going through. I bought myself a a game. So I bought Jedi Fallen Order from EA Games. So that is a really cool game that I've been playing. I'm hopefully gonna finish over Christmas break, and it's gonna be awesome.
I just hope you don't play too much without me being around, because I missed some of it already, because you played when I had to work late. I was like, oh, sad, I missed it. Because I can't play. I physically can't. I just don't have the eye-hand coordination. There's something wrong with me. Because I can't do like the force pull and the jump and the rolls and the climbing. I can't do all of those things. It's just more than I can manage.
You're better at that puzzle stuff than I am. Like
Yeah.
when you have to like.
Well, I can tell you what you need to do, but I could never do the steps to get there. I'm like, I know you need to do this function, this function, this
No,
function.
what I'm
the
talking
character
about
does.
is when you like on Guitar Hero, when you would like, and those same kind of patterns where you have to press. Okay, now press this button. Now press this button. This.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing.
I guess maybe if I saw it that way, like in my mind, I would be able to do it better. So. Nobody
But
in
the
the
thing
chat is telling us any Christmas mashups that they want to
No.
do.
They're all going to sleep.
They all slept. They all
But the
fell
thing,
asleep.
but the thing about that game is that throughout the game you build on what you learn how to do, because throughout the game you go through training, and you go through flashbacks and you're training with your master.
I love the little. So the droids are some of my favorite parts of Star Wars. I love all the droids, and so I love the little droid that's in that, and he rides on your back and everything, and does a cute little dance whenever you give him an update and stuff, and he's really cute. I like him.
Do they have him as a character, as a toy?
I don't know. I was gonna look because I actually really
Because
like him.
because of why I want Cal and I want the little robot.
Yeah. It was interesting to see that kid because he was in Gotham, and so.
He was in Gotham. He was in Gotham and Desperate Housewives. Isn't he like a twin?
I don't think that's the same kid. It's a different kid. It was a different kid. That's not the same kid. Just because he's redheaded, you think he's the same kid? All redheaded kids look the same?
No, I think they're the same ones.
It's not the same kid.
Look it
Those
up.
kids are older. Those kids, the twins that were from Desperate Housewives, they were on Teen Wolf. It's not the same kid. It's a different kid.
Okay.
You have anything else for us today? Or are we going to cut this a little short today?
Well, we got my...
Oh, you want to show this? I forgot. You want to show this off.
Yeah.
He wants to show this off. So this is a Star Wars Black Series. We have a bunch of the little mini helmets and stuff in our collection already. So this is the Riot Control Baton. And it's really nicely made. Like, you can see that, I don't know if you can see it, but it has like a stand and it's like aluminum and stuff. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, it's like the step. It's almost a replica of what was in the movie.
And it's heavy, as you can tell, because I just dropped it on myself. Ouch. I got this. Oh, we found this at Ross. So if you're looking, we also found Pops. We got one of the Knights of Ren Pops and what's this little one's name? Dio.
Yeah, Dio.
Found him Pops for $3.
Must have burned through all those Game of Thrones ones that were there last week.
They had a bunch of Game of Thrones ones still. They had the Night King. They had Daenerys on the dragon. And I went to grab it and somebody grabbed it before I did. They only had one of those left. Because I thought that one's pretty cool. I kind of actually liked that one.
But with that one, that was the only one that they had there.
This was the only one that they had, yeah. At the Ross.
I don't know that anybody knew what it was. And I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like...
He's like, oh, and this is mine.
This is mine.
This is why I can't get anything for Vincent for Christmas. Because he's like, oh, I want that thing. Oh, I'll take that thing. Oh, I'm like...
I'm like that insurance commercial with the guy with the...
With the dollar?
With the dollar. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that. Oh, you almost got it.
That's funny.
That is funny, but it's sad. It's true. I'm like... I could never get anything for Vincent for Christmas. It's kind of sad. It's kind of depressing. Well, I hope people enjoyed the mashups. Like, I actually enjoyed thinking of them, and I thought I had thought of enough to...
Well, sci-fi is really hard to do on Christmas stuff, if you had to broaden it a bit, perhaps. And there's not a lot of... Like, I mean, you could go back to really old Christmas movies, like you could do...
like Miracle on 34th Street, and It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life, but how do you match that with sci-fi? I could do It's a Wonderful Life if you were to do it.
Doctor Who.
Yeah. Well, you can push Doctor Who in anything.
Yeah. I feel like
But that
Doctor
would work
Who
perfectly with Doctor Who.
Oh, and I meant to think of one for A Christmas Carol, and I was really busy today, like actually working at my job, so it was hard for me to think of some of these things today. But A Christmas Carol is another famous one, and I thought, oh, I should think of one for that. And like, who has to, go back and go forward and visit things and like realize they need to be better than who they are. And I was like, Magneto needs to do that. So I was thinking, like, if I had more time, I would probably want to think of that one as well. I know they've done A Christmas Carol several different ways, like with the Muppies.
The Muppies.
The Muppies. The Muppies. Let's go see that one. With the Muppets and with Disney. That's where I got the Muppies from.
The Muppies.
But, yeah. And the Gift of the Gift. You know what?
Of the Magi.
The Gift of the Magi, which I read to my students. They did that through Sesame Street. Bert and Ernie did that, and they gave away Rubber Ducky, and Bert gave away his paperclip collection for a dish for Rubber Ducky, and Ernie gave away Rubber Ducky for a special box for the paperclip collection.
Cool.
So it was cute. So I've seen some mashups. That's what made me think of this.
So thanks for checking us out with our sci-fi Christmas mashup. Hopefully you like that. If you have any, please post in the comments of what your mashup would be, and maybe we'll talk about that on another video. which I still need to make a video
Yes.
for a
Hopefully.
thing.
And tell them next week we're not on because of.
Yeah,
Next
next week we're not on because of Christmas. We're on
Christmas Day.
vacation. We may be back in the new year.
I mean, I'm sure we'll be back in the new year because you like this show and you want to keep doing it for whatever ungodly reason. So, Stuart and I are just along for the ride.
So thanks for checking us out. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, click that subscribe button and hit the notification icon so the next time we come live, you'll know, or next time we post a video, you'll know. But thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen, and that's Stuart over there.
Geek out, I say. I was worried if we were going to make that. We didn't quite make it. Not really.
Yeah, we did.